Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode with me, Miss Envy. Today's a little different. Today I explore videos I haven't quite seen properly yet, sent to me and done so to render what is called a blind response or a blind approach so that you can see my actual reactions without me doing much research. Are you ready? Good.
Look at that thing! Wait, where'd he go? Oh, he's right here! He's checking us out! Oh no! I did!
Looks like a white mongoose. White meerkat?
Oh, hey, buddy!
That's cute.
Hey, buddy!
Oh.
Hey! It's one of those little snow mouses. Is that what it is? Yeah.
Snow mouses? Is that even a name? Or a word? It's mice, dude.
Oh my god, it's a...
That's cute. Okay, that's cute. It's like, you know that you get the abominable snow... let me try that again. Abominable snowman? This is like the Bigfoot... No, it's the Bigfoot version of this would be the South African meerkat. Gosh, did I get that out right? All right. All right, so this is some fun snow, but here's some not so fun snow.
Yeah, and people say this is regular snow. Yeah, that's fire. I'm throwing freaking snowballs at it. Wow.
So as he's throwing snowballs, it's igniting. Can any of you guess what the heck's going on here? Come on, there has to be some chemistry buffs out there. We all know that stuff's been going on like crazy at the moment, whether it's weird fog or weird snow or weird rain. There's stuff being put in the air. I have a gut feeling that it's those drones. They're putting stuff into the air, to the atmosphere. What did I say in one of my previous videos? Particulates. I'm very clever, huh?
Everyone forgets the second part of this quote from William Shakespeare. A jack of all trades is a master of none, and the second part goes, but oftentimes better than a master of one. The most successful entrepreneurs are not good at one thing. They're effective generalists. They know a little about a lot. They stack relevant skills like copywriting, graphic design, coding, and offer creation. Then they surround themselves with real experts. They keep learning, and they relentlessly demand the best quality from themselves and from their team. Don't try to be the expert in a single category. Become an effective generalist. Understand enough about every moving piece of your business so that you can effectively delegate and pass on quality standards.
All right, so I'm waiting for my day where I get to be that person that's at the top of my game and gets to delegate, because I've had every job from the ground up except the one at the top that earns the big bucks. So I like this video, but I also don't like this video. I like this video because I'm a Jane of all trades, have not mastered anything yet. Maybe being a mom. What I don't like about the video is that if I was rich, I would not be spending my money on gas guzzlers and pavement scrapers like the ones in that video. I'd hire Uber Platinum.
Some crazy things are going on in Limpopo, South Africa. Not only did Saudi Arabia just announce that they are investing 9.5 billion rand into Limpopo, but there's also apparently a massive secretive resort in Limpopo owned by a Saudi Arabian prince. There are many strange stories and rumors going around about the Eckland Resort, which is apparently bigger than Soweto. An informant who claims he was a chef at this resort recently appeared on the Podcast and Chill podcast, and he shared some crazy information about this place. He says the resort hosts filthy rich and high-profile people from around the world who fly in via the resort's private airstrip. Staff have to sign NDAs and conform to a lot of secrecy. According to some reports, workers have to use tunnels to secretly access the facility. This informant says that this is basically its own Dubai in South Africa. Who knows what's really going on at the Eckland Resort?
Do any of you know what's happening at the Eckland Resort? You know, the moment someone mentions NDA, non-disclosures, I go, what are you hiding? It makes me immediately suspicious. And the fact that they also mentioned tunnels, come on, those of you that know, you know.
How long have you known this secret about unidentified, anomalous phenomena, being of non-human origin?
For more than 10 years. We did recover things that were exotic in nature in the sky, and we know they were classified craft.
So tell me about the moment when you realized that you were involved in a retrieval of non-human technology, alien tech.
So it became very clear the first time our communication process and procedure was modified. And then just visually looking at the object on the ground, you could tell that it was extraordinary and anomalous. It was not human.
What did you see?
I saw an egg, a white egg.
Was there any visible propulsion system on it?
No, not what we would know. There's no engine, there was no thermal signature.
How did you know that that egg-shaped object was non-human in origin?
Well, visually, after seeing all kinds of things in my past, it was clearly something that was ridiculously looking. It's inconsistent with anything I'd ever seen before. I can also tell you that the reaction by my team, we all knew we were dealing with something extraordinary.
I just want to know, there was a white egg. Was there any bacon?
Johannesburg is facing a water crisis, and in the midst of this emergency, a 263 million rand tender has been awarded to two little-known companies run by entrepreneurs barely out of their 20s. Newtonox and Built Pro Construction, the firms behind this controversial deal, are raising more questions than answers. Allegations of fake addresses, collusion, and irregularities have thrown the legitimacy of this contract into the spotlight, leaving many wondering, how did this happen? Join us as we uncover the truth behind this high-stakes tender, its potential impact on Johannesburg's water supply, and what it reveals about the state of municipal governance in South Africa. Newtonox and Built Pro Construction have been contracted to provide Johannesburg with 70 water tankers over the next 3 years. This allocation includes 14 tankers for Randburg, 8 for Midrand, 5 for Marlborough Santon, 12 for Soweto, 25 for Ennerdale, and 3 for Johannesburg Central. The contract also permits the city to order additional tankers if water shortages worsen. However, investigations revealed serious concerns that were seemingly ignored by Johannesburg Water. These include evidence of potential price manipulation, signs of collusion and fronting, and the fact that, until recently, both companies listed the same address in the upscale waterfall estate. Newtonox, one of the companies awarded half of a 263 million rands tender, remains elusive. Despite being tasked with the critical role of supplying water to areas like Soweto, Ennerdale, and Johannesburg Central, the company lacks a website, offering no details about its services, past projects, or clients, an unusual absence for a firm managing such a vital contract. Officially, Newtonox is registered at One Country Estate Drive in Waterfall Estate, Midrand. However, when investigators visited the address, there was no sign of a functioning water tanker business. Both the leasing officer and security staff were unaware of the company's presence. Unofficially, Newtonox is linked to a residential property on Ulap Street in Rudeport. This information surfaced because Newtonox submitted a lease agreement for this address in its bid. Yet upon inspection, the location showed no signs of business activity, only a locked gate, 2 aggressive dogs, and a broken intercom. The property owner denied any connection to Newtonox. The addresses are crucial because Johannesburg Water evaluated bids using a 90/10ths scoring system, with 90 points for price and 10 points for other criteria. 6 points for being based in Johannesburg, 2 for being in Gauteng, and 2 for being a black-owned business with a turnover under 10 million rand. Newtonox's disputed Waterfall Estate and Rudeport addresses helped it score 8 out of 10 points, and lost 2 points because it has a higher turnover. Sibuyile Magingsa is the sole director of Newtonox's. While he claims to rent the Rudeport property, his Facebook page suggests he resides in Umtata, Eastern Cape. Notably, Newtonox appears to have significant political ties. On the 1st of September 2023, a day after the Johannesburg water tender closed, Thembile Magingsa, president of the South African National Military Veterans Association, SAN-MVA, and former MK member, joined as a director. Thembile has historical ties to the Guptas, and was a strong supporter of former President Jacob Zuma. The exact relationship between Thembile and Sibuyile is unclear, potentially familial. Thembile's tenure at Newtonox was brief. Records show he resigned as director 3 months later, leaving Sibuyile in charge, just as Johannesburg Water selected Newtonox as one of the winning bidders.
I'm going to stop the video right there. It's a long video. It's 11 minutes. If you want the full link, I'll put it in the description. I don't need to continue this video to know exactly where this is going. For those of you that are looking at me with the bombastic side eye, I don't blame you. But there are some of us out there that know exactly where I'm going with this. It's very basic. There's a set amount of water on this planet, and you are not in control of that water, ever. And when you start realizing that the world is not governed by the people you think it's governed by, you'll see how this makes complete sense. The people that are in charge, so 1%, make sure that our water is regulated because they know how much we need it. Not only do they regulate it, but they also poison it. So it makes complete sense that they would hire people that would never question authority, that would never question the agenda, that are really just in it to line their pockets. So, when you realize there's another agenda behind the agenda, then this makes sense. I don't need to watch the rest. I know exactly where this is going. Guys, it's time to start making your own water, figuring out ways to siphon it from the environment. There are many ways. We have a machine, we paid about 16,000 Rand for it, that generates water from the atmosphere. As long as there's 50% humidity in the air, it makes water. And it filters it too. For those of you that are interested, DM me. I'll let you know how we went about getting one of those.
On an ordinary day on Prince Edward Island, something extraordinary. A sound never recorded before. Captured clearly in daylight. The smash steps away from Jovel Item's house. What hurtled from the sky missed hitting the homeowner by about 2 minutes.
It landed right between my legs where I was standing.
He'd left to walk his dogs. When he got back, all he saw was a mess.
We had no idea what it was, and we were cleaning it up and going to throw it away.
But a neighbor heard a crash and questioned, was this a meteorite? The homeowners wondered too when they saw their camera and sent photos to a meteorite expert at the University of Alberta who happened to be on his way to PEI for a family vacation. Chris Hurd confirmed that yes, this was a meteorite, the first ever recorded to land on PEI, but also a first for the world.
The first time that we've ever had a recorded fall of a meteorite hitting the surface of the Earth with sound included.
The sound of a space rock about the size of a kiwi shattering on impact.
When I showed it to my wife, she said it sounded like ice breaking, like if you took a chunk of ice and just smashed it, right? It's remarkable because it's never really been heard before.
It hasn't been heard before because we haven't had ring door cameras for that very long. Don't you just love ring door cameras? Am I saying that right? Ring door cameras?
The Simpsons already know about the ban of TikTok in the United States. People woke up to shocking news alerts that TikTok will be gone in 2025 from USA. People rushed to download all their favorite TikTok videos before the app stopped working. Coffee shops were packed with teens trying to use the Wi-Fi to save their content. Even old people who never cared about TikTok started wondering what all the fuss was about. Famous TikTok stars in the cartoon were shown crying on TV. Dancing teenagers filled the streets, doing their favorite TikTok dances one last time. Then something unexpected happened. Donald Trump, who once tried to ban TikTok himself, suddenly became its biggest offender. In the show, he appeared on TV saying, "Nobody knows TikTok better than me, believe me." He promised to save the app when he got back to the White House. The streets filled with happiness. TikTok-loving teens marching next to Trump supporters. Signs read, "Save the TikTok and make TikTok great again." Do you guys want TikTok to be banned? Tell in the comments.
Look, as much as I'd like to sign up for the Trump narrative, and trust me, I've been there, it's very simple. America has said, hey, Chinese folks, we don't like the fact that you're spying on us. So the fact that our citizens are enjoying themselves so much by having TikTok When I say enjoy, I mean speaking freely. And how ironic is that? A nation that proclaims itself as being the country for promoting free speech feels threatened by this app. Did I make any sense there right now? Is threatened by this app and then decides to get rid of it. But no, we'll keep it on condition that the Chinese sell us the app to an American investor. An American company was the word. I'm going, yeah, but the reason we've been able to have such freedom, actual freedom of speech, well, I mean, I suppose I don't know that for sure what actual means. It could be a certain percentage or the closest it's ever been. The fact that the Chinese algorithm has allowed us to speak freely on TikTok has been what has made TikTok so amazing. So I think I mentioned this in the previous episode. No matter where you are, communism has always been alive. It's just that it's been labeled different things. At least the Chinese government is honest with its people and says, hey, we're communists. Deal with it. Whereas America pretends that it's not and has this idea of freedom of speech. Along comes TikTok and says, hey guys, say whatever you need to say. And people start getting informed, which is a major threat to the government. So what do? They threaten to get rid of it. In comes the savior of the day, which is Trump, who, as you heard in the video, was against TikTok and is now pro TikTok. Do you really think that algorithm's going to be the same? I don't think so. Something stinks. And these cats have something to say about that. It stinks.
It's not that serious.
What you eat?
What is that? Oh, that face. Oh, not that face. I think we've all been there. The sound gets me. I think we all know what that feels like. You know how I am with cats. Right. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode. Today was different. I had a few blind reactions. Did you like that? Did you appreciate it? Did I react better? I think I'm a little bit more opinionated. But that's okay. That's what we're here for. You are not here to gulp up everything I say. I'm here to teach you how to question everything and have your own narrative. Don't just eat up everything you see. This screen here... Sorry, let me do that. This screen here, I'm doing it at an angle, is not the truth at all times. This here and this here is. So carve out that bone of discernment, folks. I'm here to help you do that. All right. If you like today's episode and you like the content that I provide, please like and subscribe and share with others so that we can make the South African channel grow. Much love from the bottom of my heart. Till next time, thank you and goodbye.